Assalamualaikum and hi. So this is chapter 6, conic sections, part 2. Previously we have covered 6.1, which is introduction of conic sections up until circle 6.3. So for this week we're going to cover 6.4, which is parabolas, ellipses and also hyperbolas. So for 6.4 parabolas, what we're going to learn next is what is the parabolas itself, the equation of parabola, how to determine the vertex and focus by completing the square and parametric equation of parabola. So first of all, you need to know what is parabola. Okay, so this is actually the diagram shown here is the shape of parabola. A parabola is the set of all points in the plane which are the same distance from a fixed point F over here as there are from a fixed line D. So you have another straight line D here known as directrix or capital D, and over here you have F, or in the circle F is our focus. For in the circle you known as C or center, but in parabola we don't have C center, but what we have is F over here. Okay, then the fixed point F is called the focus of the parabola, and the fixed line is the directrix. So dia bagi tahu dekat sini, you will have satu fixed point over here, yang mana jarak daripada satu titik dekat sini, dekat lengkungan U shape ni, daripada lengkungan ni ke F, or daripada lengkungan ni ke D, jarak dia adalah sama. Okay, so no matter where the point is, so is it over here or whether it's over here, the length for the point to the F over here and the length from the point to the D over here are the same. So this is what you can see over here. This is the basic shape of parabola. So this is we call as open upwards. Dia terbuka dekat atas. Okay, and you have in the middle is axis of symmetry. And then the point P on the parabola, F is the focus. Over here P is the one point, F is the focus, and V is what we call as vertex. Okay, vertex ni macam dia punya bucu lah. So we known as V, capital V. F is our focus. The distance from point P to the focus is the same as the perpendicular distance from P to the directrix. So we can write it down as this. P ke F sama juga jarak dia P ke D. So where is your D? This is D, directrix. Ada satu straight line di bawah bentuk U shape ni, di bawah parabola kita. So jarak dia sama. The line through the focus and perpendicular to the directrix is called the axis of symmetry of parabola. So yang tengah-tengah dekat middle ni kita panggil axis of symmetry. Yang mana kalau kita kalau kita lipat this parabola, you will have the same on the left and on the right. And then the distance from the vertex V to the focus F is the same as the distance from V to the directrix. So this small length over here, V to F equal to V to D. This is actually the same length, these two. Okay, next we're going to discover the equation of a parabola. So there will be 4 equations which involve 4 different situations. You will see equation of parabola when you have a vertex 0, 0 and focus 0, P. And later on you will have equation of parabola with vertex 0, 0, but the focus is P, 0. Now the P is on the x-axis. Just now P is on y-axis. And equation of parabola with vertex hk. So now the vertex is no longer 0, 0. It's become hk. And the focus become hk plus P, and the rest lah. So let's discover one by one. For the first case, equation of parabola with vertex 0, 0 and focus 0p. Okay, apa yang dimaksudkan dengan parabola dengan vertex 0, 0 and focus p is like this. We have a U shape or the parabola shape. You have a focus. You have a focus over here. The focus with the coordinate 0p. 0p meaning it is still on the y-axis, kan? Y-axis yang mana dekat sini adalah kosong dan the y-coordinate. We still don't know what is the y-coordinate, so we just put it as p. And we have the vertex. The vertex dia punya bucu ni kan yang bawah ni betul-betul berada pada 0, 0. Maksudnya you have y-axis, paksi y and paksi x. So this is 0, 0, right? So the vertex tu betul-betul you lukis dekat sini. Bucu tu dekat sini lah. Vertex tu 0, 0. Maksudnya there is a movement, ada pergerakan daripada 0 ni naik ke atas ni dengan maksudnya ada movement p unit, sebanyak p unit. Okay? Ataupun ada jarak p unit daripada 0 ke p. That's why this one you have coordinate x dia masih kosong, but then coordinate y dia dah naik sebanyak p unit. Later on we will find what is the value for the p. Okay? And of course, dia katakan tadi earlier that when you have the vertex and you have focus, you will have another line, straight line dekat bawah, which is we call as directrix. So this is the straight line directrix. So what happened here? You dah tahu this is actually 0, 0 and the jarak dari sini ke sini adalah p. Meaning jarak daripada vertex ni ke directrix is also equal to p. Okay, this is based on this one, number 2 over here. Dia cakap PF, not number 2. This one, the last one. The distance from the vertex to focus sama juga distance from vertex to directrix. Maksudnya jarak yang di sini, kecil ni dan sini. Okay. So that's why we have P dekat atas sini sama, yang sini pun jarak dia P. So you will have the D, the straight line D, you will have the equation as y equal to negative P. Kenapa dia negative? Because it's on the downwards. Dia berada di bawah. Ini kosong-kosong. Okay, let me... This is 0, 0. Right? So di yang bawah ni of course lah negative. So this one is actually negative P lah. Okay. So ni adalah negative P. Ataupun koordinat dia kosong negative P. This is the coordinate. So when you draw, when you write down the equation for the straight line D, y equal to negative P. And here is actually y equal to 0. And this one is actually x equal to 0. Okay, so this shape is called as parabola open upwards. Dia terbuka dekat atas. So we call as open upwards. And if P is the positive number, kalau kita tahu P ni value dia positive, you know that the parabola is open upwards. Itu salah satu cara how you going to determine the shape of your parabola lah. Okay, let's see over here. Dia kata distance F to V is P. Distance F to V is P. Over here kan. Distance V to the directrix also P. Thus, the equation of the directrix is y equal to negative P. So, I have explained this before. Now, let P, a point P, x, y, be any point on the parabola. So, dia kata, contohlah ada satu point P yang mana koordinat dia adalah x, y. Point P tu berada di mana-mana saja di parabola ni. So kita letak ladder dekat sini. Maksudnya apa yang dia nak tunjukkan adalah jarak daripada F ke P tu adalah sama dan jarak dari P ni ke D pun sama. Okay. Walaupun lukisan tu nampak macam this one shorter, this one much more longer, tapi actually in theory ini dan ini adalah sama. Okay. So from there you can say that PF, the modulus sign meaning you're going to find the distance kan, dia punya jarak, dia punya length. PF equal to PD. So how to find the length for PF ataupun dia punya distance? You tolak lah kan, you have learned the straight line kan. So you have x square plus y minus p square equal to y plus p. Okay. So dekat sini kenapa dia x square? Sebab this one is x, right? And also you have you need to square it. You tolak x yang ini, tolak kosong, and then you square it. And then you tambah lagi dengan yang y minus p, and then you square it. Dekat sini. Dapatlah yang the left hand side. And then for the right hand side, you will have y plus p. Y plus p. Kenapa y plus p? Sebab kita refer kepada p and d. Because at the front over here, you don't have any coordinate for x. Okay, you don't have any coordinate for x. So you have just y plus p. Okay, when you expand this equation, both sides, you will have like x square plus y square minus 2py plus p square and this thing. After you simplify this, you will have equation of parabola. Kita dah potong-potong, mansuh-mansuhkan dia. And you have equation of parabola, which is x square equal to 4py. So this equation, you need to memorize it. This is actually how you obtain the equation. This is the theories, or this is the formula behind it. Okay. But the main equation is x square equal to 4py. Senang untuk ingat macam ni. You tengok dia dekat belakang ni. Kalau belakang ni adalah sebutan y, maksud dia kamu punya parabolas tu berubah di koordinat y. Maksudnya parabolas kamu tu berada di paksi y. Contohnya yang inilah. Dia berada di paksi y. Dan yang berubah tu adalah koordinat y dekat sini kan. Koordinat y tu yang berubah. Koordinat x tu tidak berubah. Dia berubah naik ke atas ataupun dia turun ke bawah. Koordinat yang dekat sini masih sama. Ini still you have like 0, negative, p, right? Oops, let me erase that one first. Okay, I guess so you have like 0, negative p untuk yang dekat bawah ni. Perasan tidak yang berubah tu apa? 0 over here and this one also 0. Coordinates x tu tidak berubah. The one that is changing is coordinate y. This one is p and this one is vertex ni kan? Vertex kita tadi 0, 0. And the other one is negative p. The one is yang changing is the y coordinate. So that's why you have a formula macam ni. X square equal to 4py. Sebutan y tu dekat belakang. Sebab y, koordinat y tu yang berubah. And the shape of the parabola ataupun parabola tu terletak pada paksi y. Later on you will see how it change and how the shape of the parabola also change when the equation bertukar. Okay. Next, we will see the other case of parabolas, which is this one. This is what we call as parabola open downwards. Nampak beza dia? Tadi buka dekat atas, sekarang dia open downwards. And the P, what happen is that bila open downwards ni, maksudnya you punya P tu adalah negatif. And when you have your parabola is open downwards and you will have your directrix dekat atas pula. Dia mesti ada satu directrix dekat atas. So of course you will have your vertex over here, 0, 0. Ni vertex kamu kan, 0, 0. And you will have a focus, F over here, with the coordinate 0, negative P. Sebab dia bagi tahu focus is 0, negative P ke bawah. Maksudnya daripada sini, dari 0, 0 ni ke bawah ni ada P unit. And sama juga, dari sini ke sini ada P unit. That's why you have like over here, we'll have like 0 P. Dia berubah lah sebab dia naik ke atas kan. Dia berada di atas graf. Ini berada di bawah graf. That's why you have negative P. Okay. And you will have the equation sama juga macam tadi. X square equal to, yang berbeza adalah negative 4py. Ada negatif dekat sini. Yang tadi, you have x square equal to 4py because the graph is open upwards and your P tu, nilai P tu positif. But now, when you have open downwards and bila open downwards, you know that your P is negative, right? So, of course, you will have a formula with negative sign. So, kita tahulah kalau ada negatif ni, graf kita turun ke bawah macam ni. Okay, let's see the example. Find the focus, directrix, and vertex of each of the following parabolas. And then you need to sketch the graph. A, x square equal to 9y. Okay, so dia dah bagi equation, but then you need to extract from the equation. You need to find the focus, the P, the directrix, and the vertex. So, asalnya, kalau kita tengok ni, x square equal to 9y, dia ada nilai positif, dia ada nilai negatif tidak? Tiada kan? So, kita tahu dia adalah this case, the first case. X square equal to 4py. Kita comparekan dahulu dia dengan yang ini. Equation yang pertama. Tadi ada yang 4py, ada satu lagi negative 4py kan? Equation yang kedua. So, kita compare dia dengan yang positif ni, 4py. So, you have like 4p. Kita compare lah. X square sebelah kiri, this one also x square. So, now you have 9y. Sebelah sini ada 4py. Y tu jangan tengok lah. Yang you just compare 9y equal to, 9 equal to 4p. Y tu abaikan. So, 4p equal to 9. P equal to 9 over 4. So, P, kamu dah dapat P. From this one, you actually dah tahu you punya P. Your P is positive. So, from there, you can assume that you punya parabola open upwards. Dia buka dekat atas. Sebab kita tahu dia positif kan? Dia positive sign. So, bila dia positif, you tahulah you punya focus. You dah, from here, kita dah tahu kalau case yang ini, kita terus dapat our vertex is 0, 0. And our focus is 0, 9 over 4. Ini is your P. Macam mana pula saya tahu macam tu? Terus-terus dapat jawapan. Sebab kan dia bagi tahu tadi, untuk yang case macam ni, x square equal to 4py, the vertex is equal to 0, 0. So, kita tahulah untuk case yang ini, vertex ni kita terus dapat jawapan 0, 0. Jadi, daripada vertex ni, you boleh tahu fokus tu kan naik ke atas kan, beberapa unit. Dia punya P tu. P tu yang berubah, dekat sini yang berubah. So, yang berubah tu adalah koordinat Y. Dia bertambah sebanyak 9/4 unit. That's why you have your focus. And your directrix tu, dia kontra sahaja dengan you punya yang ini. Kalau P tadi adalah 9/4, your directrix mestilah negative 9/4. Sebab dia kena satu dekat atas, satu dekat bawah. This is your directrix. This is your D. So, bila kita draw we sketch our graph, you will have a parabola open upwards. And this is your vertex. This is your vertex 0, 0. Kan? And this is your P. Ni P kamu. And from here to here, you have another P. Okay. It's just that, yang ini cuma dia turun ke bawah. Ini adalah kosong-kosong kan? Ini adalah kosong-kosong. Dan yang ini adalah dia turun ke bawah. Dia berada di bawah graf. So, you will have kosong 9/4. Macam itulah. Yang dekat atas ni pula dia punya fokus. Nampak tidak apa yang berubah? Yang berubah adalah koordinat paksi Y. Koordinat paksi Y itu yang berubah. 0, 0. Paksi X tu tidak berubah. Yang berubah tu ini. Paksi Y. Okay. That's why dia punya dekat belakang tu, I just want you to relate that. Kenapa saya tekankan apa yang berubah, apa yang tidak berubah. Because I want you to relate yang perubahan di paksi Y tadi tu menyebabkan you punya equation tu dekat belakang dalam sebutan Y. Okay. And for the second case, okay, we have another second case, which is equation of parabola with vertex 0, 0 and focus P0. Okay, now still the vertex 0, 0, but then the focus P0. Maksudnya sekarang apa yang berubah? Daripada 0 ke P. Koordinat X dia yang berubah. X yang berubah. So, maksudnya kalau koordinat X yang berubah, graf kamu tu akan berada di paksi X. Macam ni. Ini kan paksi X. Graf kamu tu berada di paksi X. Macam ni lah. So, if P is positive, then the parabola opens to the right. Kalau nilai P kita tu positif, kita punya parabola open to the right. Macam ni. Kalau dia negatif, dia will open on the left. Macam itulah. Sebelah kiri pula. Okay, so you have like this. You have your vertex over here. Your vertex is still 0, 0. Vertex kita still 0, 0. And then you will have your focus. Focus tu dia berubah sebanyak P unit. P unit tu berubah di mana? Paksi X ke paksi Y? Paksi X. So you have like F, dia punya koordinat P0. Okay, there is no movement dekat paksi Y ya. Yang berubah adalah paksi X. And then bila kita undur ke belakang, to the left, you will have like 0. You will have like negative P0. Sebab koordinat Y tidak berubah. Yang berubah adalah koordinat paksi X. Dia undur ke belakang. Negative P. So this line, this straight line, the directrix is X equal to negative P. Okay. And this one is X equal to 0. Sebab dia adalah paksi Y. Okay. So this is how you determine your shape of parabolas and how you determine way to draw the directrix, how to determine the F, the P, and so on. Okay, so when you have that case just now, you will have this equation of parabola. Y square equal to 4px. See the difference dengan yang tadi? Kalau yang tadi, you have x square equal to 4py. Kan? Compare dengan yang lama ni. This one, x square equal to 4py. Kenapa dia x square? Belakang ni sebutan dia y sebab dia berada di paksi y. And for this case pula, yang dekat belakang ni dalam sebutan x. Kenapa dalam sebutan x? Sebab parabola kamu tu berada di paksi x dan yang berubah adalah koordinat paksi x. So itu salah satu cara untuk you relate dan senang ingat lah. Okay, so the formula is y square equal to 4px. Macam itu. And because of the p is positive, this is open to the right. Okay, and you have another one like this. Y square equal to negative 4px. Beza dia ada negatif saja. Tadi this one 4px. This one you have negative 4px. Ada negatif 4 tu memang fix dekat situ. Because of, kenapa negatif? Sorry, because of the P is negative. Dia open to the left. Case yang sama macam tadi, but this one dia open to the left. And your vertex U still 0, 0. It's just that the movement is to the left, ke kiri. So, ini ke sini, the directrix. This is the directrix. The movement is P. And ni ke sini, the movement, dia undur ke belakang kan? Jadi nomornya negatif lah. That's why you have negative P, 0. Okay? So, I hope you can differentiate between the open to the left and open to the right. And just now you have open upwards and open downwards, kan? Okay, let's see more example. Find the focus, directrix, and vertex of each of the following parabola and sketch its graph. Okay, you have equation of parabola y squared equal to negative 3x. Since you see that we have negative sign over here, so you have an idea that your graph will be open to the left, right? So dia lebih kurang macam ni lah. So why don't you compare with the parabola equation just now that you have y square equal to y square equal to 4px. So usually we always compare with this one first, y square equal to 4px. Okay, so when you have y square equal to 4px, you just equal it the 4px with this negative 3. 4p equal to negative 3. So you have p equal to negative 3 over 4. So you know that when your p is negative, meaning that you will have open to the left parabola. Okay, just like this. And you have your vertex, automatically you have 0, 0 over here. And when you have the p is negative 3 over 4, you will have your focus. Yang berubahnya adalah koordinat paksi X. Maksudnya dia beranjak ke kiri negative 3 over 4 units to the right. To the left. Ke kiri 3/4 unit. That's why dia ada negative sign. Sebab di sini sebelah negatif. Di sebelah sini sebelah positif. Okay. So when you have a focus over here, of course you will have in the same length of this one, sini 3/4, sini pun 3/4. So of course you will have like this. Yang ni sama dengan sini. So this one is negative 3 over 4. This one will become positive 3 over 4, which is x equal to 3 over 4. This is equation for the directrix lah. Since this one is x equal to 0. Ini paksi y and this one is paksi x. So paksi x, this one is y equal to 0. In the term of equation lah, kalau dalam bentuk equation. Okay. So this is it. And let's see the third situation. Okay, the third cases. Equation of parabola with vertex hk. Okay, can you see that the main difference is the vertex is no longer 0, 0. Now you have the vertex, you have a value, which is the value we still don't know yet, but we assume it as h and k. And the focus h for paksi x and the coordinate for paksi y will become k plus p. So as you can see over here, the vertex is hk instead of 0, 0 and the focus is this one. So apa yang berubah dekat sini adalah koordinat paksi y dia. Dia ada plus p. H tidak berubah. H is still H. H over here and also you have H. The only thing that is changing is the coordinate of y axis. This one is k and then dia ada k plus 1. Meaning that your p tadi dia ada bertambah beberapa unit kan? So kita tengok apa maksud dia dekat sini. If a parabola with vertex 0, 0 and focus 0p is shifted horizontally h units and vertically k units. Okay, we have a parabola with vertex hk and axis of symmetric parallel to y axis. Okay, dia cakap sebelumnya kita ada vertex 0, 0 and focus 0p. Kenapa ada p? Sebab dia anjak dia shift, maksudnya dia anjak ke atas, kan, positif P. Paksi Y tu dia anjak ke atas sebanyak P unit. But now, vertex tu dia anjakkan H unit. Dan yang H unit horizontally. Horizontally maksudnya paksi X axis. X axis. And dia kata dia anjakkan K unit vertically. K unit vertically maksudnya either ke atas atau ke bawah lah, which mean that this is Y axis. Ada movement dekat situ ataupun ada shifted, yang ada beberapa unit yang dianjakkan. Okay, so you have new vertex H and K instead of 0, 0. Okay, now the axis of symmetry is the line X equal to H. So sebab dia punya axis of symmetry tu is no longer, kalau macam tadi, dia punya axis of symmetry adalah this one, kan? This one, Y equal to 0. Yang sekarang ni, tidak boleh sudah dia punya paksi simetri tu bukan sudah dipaksi. Selalunya kita ada macam ni. So the paksi simetri is paksi Y and paksi X. It's either paksi X or paksi Y. Paksi simetri kita. Tapi since this one, dia kata H and K bukan sudah di sini. Maksudnya vertex tu bukan sudah di sini. No longer here. It can be over here, it can be over here or over here. So of course symmetry line tu sudah berubah jugalah. So we know it as X equal to H. Okay, for convenience, take H greater than 0 and K greater than 0. First look at the parabola which open upwards as shown in the figure. So kita tengok this case. Parabola kita open upward. Sama macam yang mula-mula X. Kalau yang asal kita ada X square equal to 4px, right? Yang original, yang kalau vertex dia 0, 0. Ini original. Sorry, not 4px. 4px square equal to 4py. Kenapa y? Sebab koordinat y yang berubah dekat sini, kan? Okay, so now, yang berbezanya adalah you have a vertex over here. Yang mana vertex ni is no longer 0, 0. Dia ada satu point baru, which is H and K. As you can see, the 0, 0 is actually over here. Dia bukan, vertex tu bukan dekat sini sudah. Oops. Ini yang original. Kalau case macam ni tadi. 4py. But now dia ada new. Vertex tu dekat sini. Somehow dekat sini lah. Jadinya kita punya focus pun dah berubah. Dia follow this vertex lah. Koordinat X dia masih H. Sebab dekat sini masih H. Ni garis lurus ni is X equal to H. Dia dekat sini H. Kan? Yang berubahnya adalah koordinat paksi Y. The Y coordinate, that is the one changing. K plus P. Why is it P? Because you have shifted this point from V to F sebanyak P units. So this P unit. That's why this K, originally K, dia tambah beberapa unit, which is this P unit. K plus P. Dan kalau turun ke bawah, this is your vertex, your V. Kalau turun ke bawah, maksudnya H tu still H lah. Kan, this one. So this one dia still H. Koordinat dia still H. But then dia punya yang ini akan jadi K minus P. Macam tu. Okay, sebab dia dah turun ke bawah. So dia K minus P. This is K. And then turun ke bawah K minus P. Kalau naik ke atas dia K plus P. Okay. So this is your directrix. Your new directrix lah. Bukan yang ini ya. Yang ini adalah paksi X. Your new directrix adalah yang ini. which is this line kita panggil sebagai y equal to k minus p. Garis lurus yang ini. This is your directrix. Okay, so you have new equation which is this one. X minus h square equal to 4p y minus k. So this is how you obtain the, this is actually the steps how to obtain this one, but you don't have to focus on this. This is actually the length, okay? From this PF equal to PD, you can obtain the equation. Okay. So the equation is this. Quite different from the one we have originally, x squared equal to 4py, right? So originally you have x squared equal to 4py. But now you have x, the whole thing in bracket, x minus h. Kenapa x minus h? Sebab you ada h square. 4p, still sama, 4p. And then y tu, you kena minus k. Sebab ada k baru dekat sini kan? Okay, so this is your new equation of parabola when you have the vertex h and k. Okay, so when you have this one open upwards, of course you will have open downwards like this. Sama jugalah, dia timbal balik saja. Kalau satu ada open downwards, satu ada lagi open, satu open upwards, satu open downwards macam ni. So the new equation for this is this one. Dia just tambah negative. Kenapa negative? Because it is open downwards. So you will have the same vertex over here, which is the coordinate h and k. And then if you shifted it downwards, you will have focus. Focus always dekat sini ya, bukan dekat luar ni. Kalau dekat luar ni, dia dah jadi directrix. So kalau turun ke bawah, this k become k minus p. Kalau naik ke atas, this k, kan? This k become k plus p. Koordinat paksi x dia tidak berubah. It's still, you still have this one lah. You still have h. Okay. So this is the one. So you have this formula. And for this one, you will have like h and k minus p. Okay, let's see the example. Find the vertex, focus, and equation of the directrix. Sketch the graph. Okay, so you have like this, x minus 3 square equal to 8 y, bracket y plus 1. So, apa-apa pun, kita akan refer balik kepada yang positif punya equation. So, kita akan compare dengan this one lah, x minus h square equal to 4py minus k. So what happened from there, you boleh tengok lah, what is your h? Your h equal to 3. Kita compare there, this one and this one. H equal to 3. And your k, sini y plus 1, sini y minus k. So you know your k is negative 1. So you know your k is negative 1. Terus dapat by comparison. And 4p equal to 8. 4p equal to 8. So you know p is equal to 2. That's why I get this one. Cepat je. Okay, actually you boleh leraikan dululah supaya you nampak lagi jelas. Dia jadi macam ni. Okay, therefore you dah dapat h, k and p. You terus boleh cari you punya vertex. Sebab vertex formula dia adalah h and k. So kita letaklah what is your h, what is your k. And your focus will be h, k plus p. Macam mana saya tahu kena tambah k plus p, bukan dekat h ni yang kena tambah p? Sebab yang berubahnya adalah, tengok, dekat belakang sini saya cakap. Tengok yang sebutan dekat belakang ni, dia sebutan x ke y. Kalau belakang ni sebutan y, maksudnya yang berubah tu adalah koordinat paksi y. That's why saya tambahkan p tu at the k over here, not we not at the h. Okay, so we plus the p at the y coordinate, not the x coordinate. So you have new one, 3 and 1. So you have vertex and focus, and of course you will have a directrix line. So the directrix line will be contra from this one. Contra mean berlawanan dengan yang you punya focus. Your focus you have k plus p, so your directrix will be k minus p. So you already have all this value for k, what is k, what is p. So you just substitute, you will get the directrix line is actually equal to -3. So you already found your vertex, focus, and directrix. Now you can sketch your parabola. This is your parabola. Okay. So you can see that the vertex is h and k. This is h and k. Okay. This is h, k plus p. So p itu adalah dekat sini. This is your p. Okay. And this is your directrix. Okay, that is the third cases. Let's see the last case, which is equation of parabola with vertex hk. Masih juga vertex hk, tapi fokus dia berubah, h plus p and k. Kalau tadi kita tengok k tu yang berubah kan, sekarang pada koordinat paksi x yang berubah. So you have actually originally you have h, and then all of a sudden you have focus h plus p, meaning that the x coordinate is the one that is changing. Okay, so kita tidak perlu tengok lah yang ni. You just need to know that it is open to the right. Buka ke kanan, open to the right. So when you have like this, your vertex is over here. Sorry, your vertex is over here kan, which is hk, and then they shifted to the right. Kalau open to the right, maksudnya shifted to the right, your p is positive lah. So h plus p, sebab dia anjakkan koordinat paksi y tu dia anjakkan koordinat paksi x tu sebanyak p unit ke kanan, to the right. Okay, so you need to h plus p, and that k remain k lah, tidak berubah. Okay, and if you shifted it to the left, gerakkan dia ke kiri, so you will have h minus p, which is this one lah, h minus p. This is the directrix. Usually for directrix, we write it down in the form of equation macam ni, bukan dalam bentuk point macam ni. That one is for directrix. So now, since you have new graph, new parabolas, you will also have new equation. So this is the new equation, which is y minus k bracket square equal to 4p x minus h. So originally or previously you have like this, y square equal to 4px, right? This is the earliest one you have learned. Apa yang berubah dekat sini adalah that vertex is no longer 0, 0. Dia dah jadi h and k. That's why you have this one. Kan? So this is when senang tengok, it's easy for you to remember or to relate, is you need to focus or refer to the term at the end over here. Since this term is dalam sebutan x, meaning that yang berubah tu adalah paksi x dan koordinat paksi x, dan the parabola is also on your x-axis. Macam ni lah, parabola to x-axis. That's why you have this kind of equation. And the other one is this one. Dia open to the left, buka ke kanan pula. And of course, bila dia buka ke, open to the left, buka ke kiri, sorry. And of course, you will have a negative sign over here because it is negative. So it's quite similar with this one. It's just that you add negative sign over there. Okay, let's see example. Find the vertex, focus, and equation of the directrix. Sketch the graph. So commonly you will have this type of question lah in your exam or in your midterm. You need to find the vertex, you need to find the focus and equation of the directrix. See, it mentioned that equation of the directrix, not the point for the directrix. And you also need to sketch the graph. So this is a very basic type of equation for conic section. So now you have this equation. You have, if we refer back to the end of this equation, you have x kan dekat belakang. So if you can compare to this one, why do I need to compare? It's because I need to find the k, hk, and my p, so that I can obtain my v, f, and also my directrix lah. Okay, so if you compare by comparison, you will obtain your k is equal to 3. Compare saja kiri dan kanan. And x minus 2 you compare dengan x minus h. So you know that your h is actually equal to 2. And for p over here you compare dengan 8. So you know that your p is actually equal to 2. So from here I just simply plug in the value. My v vertex, which is this is the point h and k. So when you substitute the value, h equal to 2 and your k equal to 3, you get this point. While for the focus f, remember the one that is changing is your x-axis, h plus p, meaning that dekat sini yang berubah lah. So you just plug in the value, what is your h, and plus p over here. So you will get this point and this point. Okay, since you already have a vertex and focus, of course you will have your directrix. But directrix, we write it down in terms of equation like this. X equal to, it's just a contra with your f tadi. Kalau f, you have h plus p, then the directrix will be h minus p. So it becomes 0. So actually, as you can see, the directrix is actually equal to this one. H equal to 0. Okay. So this is the one. This is your directrix. Okay. And this is your vertex and focus. So this is the type of question that you can see in your lab manual or your individual assignment, as well as in your, what we call it, tutorial. Okay, let's see the next subtopic, which is determining the vertex and focus by completing the square. So I believe that you have covered this completing the square during your second chapters, which is quadratic equation. So it's quite similar with this. Okay, let's say if the equation of parabola is given as ax squared plus bx plus cy plus d equal to 0, or like this, ay squared plus by plus cx plus d equal to 0 instead of the standard form. So yang ni yang kita belajar tadi, that one we call as standard form. Yang ada sebelah sini ada y, sebelah sini ada x. So that one is standard form. Then we use completing the square method to determine the vertex and the focus of the parabola. Okay, maksudnya dekat sini sometimes you won't be given this type of equation for the parabola, but what you will be given is this one, equation yang panjang-panjang macam ni, instead of this. So daripada yang ini, macam mana pula kita hendak cari h and k and also our p, kan? So that is why we need to use the completing the square untuk yang ini, yang equation panjang-panjang ni, so that we can reduce it to this standard form. So because this standard form is easier for you to find your h, k and your p. Okay, let's see the example. Find vertex, focus, and equation of directrix. So these three basic things you need to find, and as well you need to sketch the graph. So you have this long equation, not the standard one ya. Ini yang panjangnya. So what you're going to do next is you're going to perform completing the square lah, macam ni. So you have x squared minus 6x minus 8y plus 1 equal to 0. So you by completing the square, you ambil yang sebutan x ni, yang mana yang sebutan x ni you kumpulkan dalam satu bracket. Yang ada y tu nanti kita tinggalkan. Okay, so since we already compile ataupun kita dah kumpulkan yang ada sebutan x macam ni, so I refer back to this one lah, sebutan b ni kita panggil kan. So I have another one plus negative 6 over 2. The one yang dekat sini dia ada negative 6 kan. I ambil, I'm sorry. This one negative 6, you perform completing the square, you will have negative 6 over 2 square. Okay, this since dekat sini, dia mesti divide by 2. Dekat sini you tambah, the other one, you kena tolak. Okay, this one, the whole thing, bracket, minus, you tolakkan dengan yang benda yang sama dekat dalam bracket ni lah. Minus 6 over 2, square kan dia juga. And this thing is the remaining thing tadi lah. Ni, yang ni you tulis semula. Okay, so you solve yang dekat dalam ni, you get this one. And you solve dekat ni, you get this one. So now, since you have negative 3, so kita boleh tulis semula x minus 3 and square. Kita terus ambil yang tu. Sebab yang ni ada sebutan x square, ini pun ada sebutan square. So you ambil terus x minus 3 square. Minus 8y minus 8 equal to 0. So, ni dah equalkan 0 lah kat belakang ni kan. So, dari bentuk yang ni ada nampak dah dia lebih kurang macam kita punya standard form. So, daripada yang sini, I rearrange it into this form. Bawa pindah. The one yang ada y and constant ni, I bring it to this side, to the right hand side. So, I have like this. Okay. So this is the standard form that we usually guna lah. So from here you can obtain x usually minus h. This is your h. And y usually minus k. Kan? Kita tengok balik yang formula x minus h square equal to square equal to 4p kan? 4p y minus k. Macam tu. So, you bolehlah compare what is your h, what is your k, and what is your p. From there, I found this one. So, bila dah dapat yang ini, you plug in the value. Vertex always h and k for this case. And you get this one. And your f, yang ni lah, k plus p. Macam mana saya tahu kena tambah dekat k, bukan tambah p tu dekat h? Sebab, again, we refer back to this equation. Okay, tengok this equation. Sebutan yang dekat belakang adalah sebutan y. Yang bermaksud y coordinate atau y axis yang berubah. So, kita tambah dekat y coordinate. Bukan tambah dekat x coordinate. Okay, so you have like this. And you can draw it lah. Macam biasa. Okay, this is your focus. And this is your vertex, and this is your D. Okay? Itulah dia yang tadi ni. So remember to label your parabola, your graph. Label it. Where is your V? What is the point for the V? And label where is your F? What is the point for F? The coordinate. Okay, letakkan dia sekali as well as your directrix. And usually directrix, we write it down using equation like this. Yeah? Okay, we finish about parabolas. Let's have few minutes breather before we move on to the next subtopic, which is ellipse.